What's good, TMG fam? It's your boy L, and I'm back with another reaction. How y'all feel? Welcome back to the channel. Salute. Listen. Public service announcement. They coming for y'all. Everybody who's out here scamming with this whole COVID relief fund type funds, all this type of stuff, they coming. If you out here using inappropriating funds, they coming. If you took money and bought a Ferrari or a house, or you out here living the lifestyle, they coming. They coming, bro. They backed up, but they coming. They're coming, bro. And they handing out some football numbers for years in jail, bro. It is ridiculous. It's crazy, fam. This next video is the FBI finally solves the $1.6 billion Instagram scam, all right? So this is an Instagram scam. But trust me, I wanted to make that public service announcement about the COVID. They coming, bro. They coming. They know who you are. They building the case. And they gonna knock on your door or kick it in pretty soon. You know what I mean? How can you think you were gonna get away? You don't even have employees. You don't have employees. Ain't had an employee the first ever. But now you got 10 employees. Oh, they coming. They coming to get you. They coming to get you, man. I feel bad for you, you know, but at the same time I don't. They coming, bro. That's all I can keep saying, because I keep hearing about it, man. I keep hearing about it. I heard about the group, the R&B group, Pretty Ricky, one of the members. He got caught up in that type of stuff, man. And I don't even know how many years they handed him. I heard about that. So, but let's check out this video, man. If y'all new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, join the fam, and be safe.
On his Instagram, private jets, fast cars, and throwing money into the air like confetti.
Why are you on Instagram? Why are you on Instagram being flashy and flaunting your money? Flaunting your money. Whatever word goes in there, insert word where I messed up. Why? Why do you feel like you got, like, you don't remember back in the day, you hear about a lot of the gangsters and the hustlers, and they would always say the loudest one in the room is the weakest one. You ever seen American Gangster with Denzel Washington when he played that role of Frank Lucas? And it wasn't until he wore that fur coat, that fur suit with the hat and everything, that he hopped on people's radar. He was being loud. And it wasn't until he became loud that he hopped on people's radar, bro. When you go on Instagram and you start flaunting and showing how many cars and this, that, and the third, and I get it. We've all been in a situation where we didn't have. We come from a lack thereof. So when we get it, we don't know how to act, man. And we want to show everybody how hard we work. So, you know, we want to show people. That's the highlight for us, bro. But if you know you doing it illegally, keep that stuff off of Instagram.
Were only a few of the posts real estate mogul and social media influencer Hushpuppi was known for making. Little did he know, he was leaving a digital trail for all us here at the FBI, and that flaunting led us to the truth: a massive money laundering scam. In total, he had stolen $1.6 billion in United Arab Emirates dirham. It's a crime that will leave you speechless. I know I was. Here's the scoop on just how he did it, what he was spending all that money on, and how he was finally caught. Sometimes things can get pretty slow here at the Federal Bureau of Investigation. I know.
Sometimes things can get pretty slow. And when we ain't got nothing to do, that's when we come looking for you. That sounds like a slogan to me.
Growing up, I thought it would be like I saw in the movies, you know, arresting the criminal masterminds of the world and bringing them to justice. Look, here's the truth about the job. Not all cases have stories worthy of worldwide news coverage. Spoiler alert, many times this line of work is a 9 to 5 like any other, with a lot of paperwork. But sometimes there's a case that's so out of this world that we feel we've earned our $66,000 per year salary. Hushpuppi was one such case. Here's a bit of backstory on Hushpuppi, in case you didn't know. I know I didn't, but frankly, I'm not on Instagram all that much.
Look at the watch he got on, bro. That watch probably cost several houses. You know what I'm saying? That's several houses on his arm.
His real name, Ramon Abbas. He is a social media influencer and a self-proclaimed real estate mogul from Nigeria. For what it's worth, he definitely knows how to play the social media game. Mr. Abbas has over 2.5 million followers, and at 37 years old, he has made millions of dollars. Dollars he now very publicly spends, and posts all sorts of lavish lifestyle pictures to the internet. And when I say lavish, I definitely mean it. Common posts for Mr. Hushpuppi shows him standing in front of what we can only assume are private jets, going on huge shopping sprees where he is seen splurging on clothes from Gucci, Versace, and Fendi, where shirts can cost $1,000 or more. Oh, and of course, tons of photos of him in front of a multitude of super fast and super expensive cars. Some of his favorite driving machines are a $300,000 Rolls-Royce or his $200,000 Ferrari. But he also lived in an incredibly expensive and exclusive Palazzo Versace in Dubai. He even has videos online of him taking off from a helicopter right from his home on the waterfront. Basically, this man did everything he could to let people know he was rich.
Why though? Why? I don't understand that. I'd be more worried about, because I feel like when you that flashy, that gives people a reason to want to come after you. You know what I'm saying? Either dangerously, they want to do something to you, because when people are down on their luck and they're without and they don't know where their next meal is going to come from, they become wolves. And the wolves is going to hunt the sheep. And right now, you kind of look like sheep because you got this pretty stuff on, you got all this fancy stuff, you got all this shiny jewelry, you flying all this money, your locations is being shown on Instagram. You become sheep. These wolves is hungry. Why? Why even put your name in the pool of sheep to be sought after? I don't get that. You know what I'm saying? And I'll probably be one of the dumb ones that do it too. You know what I'm saying? I hope not though, man. I hope I'm smarter enough to know. Nah, because I do keep a lot of stuff private. You know what I'm saying? Like, bam, don't do that to yourself. It's look at it. Forbes, reading Forbes with the Balenciaga on, another house on his arm, probably several houses on his arm. Like probably on a private jet. Don't know airplane I've ever seen look like that, and I've only been on one, but it didn't look like this nice. So I'm assuming this is a private jet. Like, fam.
Very, very rich. And Hushpuppi soon learned that his talent for curating a social media following, I mean, who wouldn't want to live vicariously through this man's millionaire lifestyle, would give us here at the FBI everything we could ever need to secure his arrest. See, here's the thing about Hushpuppi. He made all of his money illegally by a scheme called money laundering. The idea behind money laundering is simple. Basically, someone will conceal the real source of their money. In Hushpuppi's case, he had stolen millions from banks, private investors, and companies by tricking them into putting money into an account that they were then using for their own purchases. When our team here at the FBI got a chance to look at the evidence we'd collected after his arrest, we found phone and email records that contained over 100,000 fraud files and over 2 million addresses that looked to be potential victims. The companies that Hushpuppi targeted spanned over 2 continents. It was a worldwide crime. He had stolen $923,000 when a paralegal at a New York law firm wired money into an account that belonged to Mr. Abbas. This paralegal had received instructions to wire the money into a certain bank account that Abbas and his team tricked them into using, and that $923,000 was meant to go to a client's real estate refinancing. It instead went to anything Mr. Abbas wanted. But that's just one instance of Abbas's manipulation. He stole $14.7 million from a foreign financial institution having them send money into a Romanian bank account. Other evidence shows that he also used tricked victims into putting money into United States bank accounts as well. Arguably, his biggest potential scam was when he tried to steal $124 million from an English Premier League soccer club. Luckily, all we know about this attempted scam is just that. It was an attempt. To be honest, this kind of criminal activity makes us FBI agents sick to our stomachs. Last year alone, upwards of $1.7 billion were stolen by means of cyber fraud. It's an ongoing problem that just doesn't seem to go away.
Yeah, I don't think cyber fraud and all that type of stuff will ever go away. Every time they figure out a way to kind of combat it, they figure out a way to another route and another route and another route. And by the time you catch up on that route, they're on something else. And the cycle just repeats, bro. I don't think they'll ever have a handle on that.
Like a scar of guilt that won't fade with time. It almost seems to get more pronounced as the years roll by and many more harsh weathers of life occur. But thankfully, Hushpuppi is one scar that never got to form. It doesn't get a chance to fade, and it affects innocent people who can have their lives ruined. So, here's how the arrest went down. See, Ramon Abbas unknowingly had given us everything we needed to make the arrest, and it was from all those posts that he loved to make on his beloved Instagram and other social media platforms. I mean, the guy called himself Billionaire Gucci Master on Snapchat. He wasn't one to hide his wealth or his lifestyle, but one day, he disclosed just a bit too much information. It was his birthday, and he couldn't wait to make some legendary posts on the gram. One such post said, "Started out my day having sushi down at Nobu in Monte Carlo, Monaco, then decided to book a helicopter to have facials at the Christian Dior spa in Paris, then ended my day having champagne in Gucci." Then he proceeded to tag posts with hashtag #AllMine and stand with a number of Bentleys, Mercedes, Ferraris, and Rolls Royces.
Fam, just tell them what all you got. All mine. This is mine. This is mine. I stole this. I stole this. This too. Wait. Did you get this? I stole this too. Ferrari. Yep. 2 of those. Look. Bentley back there. A couple Rolls Royces. Stole those too. Here you go. I'm just giving a detailed list to the feds, bro.
But right there, for all to see, was some very key information. He had his email and phone number saved to his Instagram. And when our boys here at the Bureau did a little digging, we were able to link it to financial transactions and transfers known to be associated with co-conspirators. To quote our affidavit, the email account also contained emails with attachments relating to wire transfers in large dollar values. Well, one post had a picture of his birthday cake, and it had a Fendi logo on top. Our investigators were able to verify his date of birth from a previous U.S. visa application. We had all we needed. July 2nd, 2020, we made our move. Our buddies at the United Arab Emirates went straight to his Dubai apartment and instantly captured Mr. Ramon Hushpuppi Abbas. From Dubai, they sent him to us. And now our agents have him secured away at the Metropolitan Correction Center in Chicago.
How many years y'all think he got? Real quick. How many years? Because the reason why I asked that question is how many years y'all think he got was he did one thing smart. Now, I don't know if or how it's going to play out. It depends on how many years he got. But he built a following. You know what I'm saying? So if he wasn't stripped of his Instagram following, he could come home and have several million followers and get right back on top. It's not going to be as lavish as it was, but he'll have at least a foundation to build off on. 2.5 million followers on Instagram can at least get you promotions. It could either get you brand deals, different things like that to at least get you jump started back into the game. You know what I mean? But like I said, that depends. If they handed him 25 to life for all that money, then it's no it's no coming back from that. But I'm interested to see. That's why I posed the question.
After his arrest, we seized his assets, almost $41 million in cash, as well as 13 top-of-the-line luxury vehicles that came to a total worth of $6.8 million, were now in the hands of the FBI. Sorry, Ramon. You didn't earn it legally. The next step for Hushpuppi? Well, this cyber criminal will be transferred to Los Angeles, and if he is convicted, he should be put away for a very, very long time. Money laundering is a serious offense, and when it's in the millions of dollars, it's even more serious. Hushpuppi could face a maximum of 20 years in prison, and let's not forget, all those lavish luxury cars and pristine Gucci outfits, yeah, they're gone. You're back to square one, Mr. Abbas. And good luck having anyone trust you with their money again after the scam you pulled. And don't think you're going to get away with it either. Recently, we've heard defenses like this one from his attorney, Mr. Pazetsky, who says, Mr. Abbas is an Instagram personality, a social media personality. Of course, he poses with high-price items because that's what he gets paid to do. That's what he has built from growing up very poor in Nigeria. He was able to develop himself into this very well-known personality with millions of followers on Instagram.
So he probably gonna go along the lines of saying he was pressured to upkeep this lifestyle, which led him down the path that he is now on, that has led him to this situation. So they're gonna probably try that angle. The angle of, it was the pressure of Instagram and living up to it and being what everybody felt he should be. He you know what I'm saying? That whole angle there, that's probably the angle they're gonna go. And for the amount of money he stole, I don't see it working.
Develop himself into this very well-known personality with millions of followers on Instagram. And people seeing him with these Louis Vuitton bags or clothes, or Gucci bags and clothes, or these fancy cars, and they go and want it. They want to buy it. That's a job today. As much as it's hard to imagine, that's a full-time job. Basically, this lawyer thinks that by using social media to build a profile of this cyberpunk, we're using it to imply more evidence of greater wrongdoing, and that we aren't just looking at the evidence right in front of us for his crimes. Ha, nice try. Here's the thing. This man, Mr. Hushpuppi, was at the top of a massive international global scam. It spanned continents and affected a multitude of companies and potentially millions of people. His methods were some of the oldest in the book. He used business email compromise schemes, computer intrusions, and of course, money laundering to steal over $100 million from unsuspecting companies. Don't try and tell me that because he flaunted it online doesn't make him a criminal. And don't try and say that because his job is to flaunt money, that he doesn't have it. The evidence is here. And if it were up to me, Hushpuppi would get a Charlie horse from running right into the slammer for a maximum sentence of 20 years. So where does this leave us now? If you thought that money scams were a thing of the past and that people getting tricked into putting their funds into foreign bank accounts just didn't happen anymore, looks like you were very, very wrong. It's one of the most common types of criminal activity, and unfortunately, anyone can fall victim to these horrible crimes, and it can not only ruin businesses, but lives. The good news is, it looks like these scammers can't help but post their ridiculous wealth right on the internet, like our friend Mr. Hushpuppi here. Without even realizing it, he left us all the evidence we needed so we could march right to his door. To all you out there, we say, stay sharp, smart, and be cautious when transferring your money. Oh, and you can bet that I'll be on Instagram now after this case, if only because it's a potential source of valuable information, willfully given up by the criminals of the world. Thanks for watching this episode of The Richest. We hope you enjoyed it. We had a blast making it and imagining.
That's why when people say, when people get involved in these little games that the internet doing, you hear some people be like, man, y'all just updating the feds pictures. You're updating their pictures of you. You know what I'm saying? When you see the then and now, I think that's the one that's going on right now, where everybody posts a picture of them back in the day and them now. They're like, you just updating the records for the police. That's what y'all are doing on Instagram. It's crazy to think about it. And a lot of these people who shouldn't be involved in it, who are out here living recklessly, be on there just posting their picture, posting their whereabouts, all that kind of stuff. Like, it's crazy to me, man. It's crazy. But it's like you can't help yourself. I've never seen anything more addictive than social media. Social media is so addictive. We all fall victim to it. You know what I'm saying? It's addictive. And the ones who shouldn't be on there are some of the most addicted to it, bro. And it gets them caught every single time. You see people that shouldn't have guns, posting pictures with them with guns. And then the police pick them up and they be like, huh, what do you mean? Yes, we saw you posting. We're on Instagram too. I think people forget, like, police officers and them, they have Instagrams too. It's weird. But y'all get at me in the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought of Hushpuppi, which was a crazy name, by the way. We ain't even get on that. Y'all let me know what y'all thought of this scam, man, and how y'all feel about it. What's your views on it and everything like that, all right? Till the next reaction of my piece, y'all stay solid. Hey.